As a social media manager, you are going to work with so many different types of clients. And I'm not just talking about what they do or what their service or their product is. I'm talking about personality types, what they want you to do, what they expect for you to do. There's so many different variables. And like, as you keep going on and on, you'll start recognizing what you do like, what you don't like. But it's just one of those things that takes time. But in my many years of working with clients, I have discovered kind of like 3 main types of clients that you may come across. And this is going to be especially important before you actually sign the client on and you're kind of looking for clients, right? And you want clients to come to you and you're like, I need clients. So let me break down 3 different types of clients that you may come across as a social media manager. If you're new here, I'm Erica, your personal social media management coach, your biggest cheerleader, and the owner of the Agency Edit and Accelerator program that helps you launch and scale your own profitable agency. Now, let's jump right on into it, shall we? So when I give you these 3 types of clients, I'm going to focus on 3 main things. The first one is the type of client they are. So for example, are they a brand new entrepreneur or are they seasoned? Second, we're going to talk about the budget that this type of client typically has. And third is where you can actually find this client. Up first, we have Sabrina, AKA the just give me your cheapest or your mid-level package client. So this type of client like Sabrina could be a podcaster, they could be a brand new entrepreneur, a business coach, they may have a really small e-commerce brand where they like they sell t-shirts or something like that. The only thing they know is that they do not want to do their own social media management. 1, because they really don't have the time to, and 2, because they just really don't understand how the platforms work. So they're like, look, I'm gonna get me a social media manager. I don't need all the bells and whistles. I just know I need to be on social media and I don't know how to do that. So the thing about clients like Sabrina, they may not yet have the budget to splurge on your biggest package. So they're gonna opt for that smaller package or that mid-sized package that you have. Another thing is that they may be up and coming, so they may have hired you and they may have somebody who does emails, or they may want you to do their emails. They're trying to find that all-in-one type of person. But this is actually a really, really great client to have because they are willing to work with you, especially if you don't know everything yet. They're going to be a lot more lenient with you and allow you to grow and use their account. Okay, so where do we find these clients at? You're usually going to find these clients like in Facebook groups because they'll put it out there, right? They'll say, hey, I'm looking for a social media manager who can do X, Y, and Z. Or they may find you on Instagram. These are the type of clients who will follow you and then they will hop in your DMs. So they really aren't hard to convert because they already know that they need the help and they're looking for it. Next up, let's meet Mia. Mia is looking for a specialist, someone who really knows what they are doing. So this type of client is a little bit more seasoned. So what that means is they have hired help before, they've worked with contractors, they know the ins and outs, they're expecting to get a contract from you, a welcome email or something like that, a complete onboarding process because they know what it's like to have that professional thing in place. So unlike our first client that we talked about, this client is just overall a lot more seasoned. So they may be a podcaster too, but they also may have like an e-commerce brand, or they could be trying to get their products into stores. So they need someone who is very specialized in what they do. So let's say, for example, Mia is trying to get her product into Sally's beauty supply stores, right? So for her, she may want a social media manager who specializes in really, really great reporting and analytics. And that may be one of the things she asks you about and one of the things that she asks to see case studies on. And the reason why is because she's trying to get her product into stores and like Sally's, she may have to report back her numbers on social media and what it is that she's able to do. So just having a general social media manager who's going to be posting content, creating a little bit of strategy, that's great and that's cool. But this type of client needs a little bit more. They may also need somebody who's really great with community engagement. They want somebody who's going to be able to build a whole thriving community around their product or around their brand. This type of client does usually have a larger budget and they are willing to pay for that specialized type of social media manager. Again, because they're used to outsourcing, so they have a whole budget set aside just for contractors and for outsourcing. So this is a really great client to have. While you can find these clients sometimes like on Indeed or in Facebook groups, you're usually going to get this type of client through a referral. It's going to be somebody saying like, oh, I really know a great social media manager for you. Let me go ahead and send you their information. Meet Jason and the team. Now, they are not playing. These are usually very large or mid-sized companies, and they are looking for a social media manager who truly, truly specializes in a certain area. For example, somebody who specializes in strategy or somebody who specializes in ads. So they may even want you to have a team. An example of this would be like Popeyes. Remember Popeyes had that chicken sandwich that they had that went viral? Well, they hired an agency called GSD&M, right? And so GSD&M is an ad agency, and they had this whole crafted marketing campaign that they were going to do for Popeyes, but then it just kind of organically happened where it just popped off in a different way. But again, they hired a marketing agency to handle this, Popeyes did, to handle this for them. So obviously companies like this have a very, very large marketing budget. So these larger companies may hire individuals, but they also may be looking for somebody who works within a marketing agency. If you desire to work with a company like this, one of the things that you may want to do is to go on LinkedIn and start connecting with people in the marketing departments. I can't guarantee that that's going to get you in. Let me put that out there. I ain't making any guarantees here. But what I'm saying is it is a step to start working with some of these larger brands. So are these three all the types of clients? Absolutely not. Like I said, I have worked with so many different types of clients, but I find that a lot of them fall somewhere within these three. But down below, I want you to tell me, what type of client out of these three do you think that you're ready to work with? And until next time, peace.